just me and my guitar.
Hey, what's happening guys? Mark back here on Mark's Aquatics. I'm in the koi room today, and on today's discussion I thought we'd talk about Clay, which is this stuff that I've got up here on my shelf. I'll pop it down there like that so you can see it. Now I've been using this stuff in my pond for it keeps your water absolutely crystal clear, puts really good minerals and trace elements into the water for your koi. What I do is I put in 100 grams of this stuff. It works out about 100 grams per 1,000 gallons. And like I say, I chuck it in my filter. It keeps the water great. When it goes in the filter, it goes in the biological action and it purges it all up, mixes it with oxygen, and then it obviously blows it back through that pipe there as well, and then it disperses it all over the pond and it gets blown around by the internal pumps in the pond. If you haven't tried this stuff before guys in your pond, I really would recommend it. I mean, it's great if you've got sick koi and they're not really up to speed, or they've got a bit of illness over the winter when their immune systems are down. But if you've got problems with your koi, you can double the dosage and that will really help them out, because once it puts it in the pond, it will actually settle on the bottom. Now koi, as we all know, are very nosy fish. They're always mouthing around the bottom of the pond and looking for little tidbits or little insects, larvae and different things that they can find in amongst it, and they'll be sucking this stuff in and they'll ingest it. You can actually sprinkle some on the food as well, and they'll ingest some into their system. It's great for internal, you know, keeps all their internal organs working right, and looks after them, you know, and if they have got a bit of illness, it will help them out. It absorbs toxins inside them, and then they'll excrete that out and carry on the process. So it really does look after them, and it really spikes the colour as well. It really makes their colours pop. But another thing that you can use it for as well now is for shrimp. You can sprinkle a very, very tiny bit of this in your tank, and I'd say just the tip of a teaspoon, very, very tip of a teaspoon, hardly anything, and just sprinkle that in your tank. I mean, up to say a 40-gallon breeder tank, I just use the tip. I mean, a 6-foot tank or whatever, if you've got planted tanks, it works for all your fish, all your shrimps, aquascapes, anything. It will just really clarify your water and add vital minerals back into the water. Now what makes me laugh is with this stuff is that bag there is near, well, that's a 1.5 kilo bag of that Montmorillonite powder. Now when you go and buy these things, if you look for the same thing on any of the sites online, pardon me, you'll see it's for, they've got it for shrimp, they've got it for this, they've got it for that, they've even got it for human consumption in some cases I've seen, which is, I'm not even going to get into that, it's something entirely different. But they're charging an absolute fortune for it, and I don't like seeing you guys getting ripped off. And basically what you see in that bag there is what you see in the little pots that you're buying. Just because it's got a shrimp on the front or a fish on the front or something else on the front, it doesn't mean that it's anything else different in there. It's all Montmorillonite clay powder, like the Tantora stones. That's it, Montmorillonite. And all it is, it's crushed. They crush it, they powder it, and they put it in a bag. So if you're thinking about spending, I've seen them on eBay for £27, £16, £14, how much it ever is, for a minute little amount like 100 grams, it's absolutely ridiculous. And the prices that these companies charge, and it's all marketed towards obviously the consumer, to grab you to think that this stuff's the best stuff in the world, and to grab you. It's like fishing lures. Half the fishing lures you get in the world are to catch you, not to catch the fish. It's to catch your eye. If it looks good, you think it works. If they say it works, it's bound to work, isn't it? No, not really. It's called using common sense, I think, and reading about this stuff. So I've been in this hobby for many years, and I've come across millions of these little scams in the the processor time. And yeah, I mean, what are you going to be paying? Right, there's 1.5 kilos there of Montmorillonite powder clay. Now if you're going to buy a little pot, a 500 gram or even a 50 gram, I would say a 50 gram pot of Montmorillonite powder in a little bottle, it's going to cost, they're going to charge you £10, maybe just under £10. Now that is 1.5 kilos there. That cost me £11.99. £11.99. So you do the math. It's a no-brainer in my eyes. That's, you know, it's just them pulling the wool over your eyes. So use your heads, buy that. You can treat all your tanks. Just put little bits in every time you do water change, or work out the amount that you're going to need for your tank. It's not a strict amount that you need for your tank or for your pond. They go on guidelines, so it's what you think. I mean, I stick in, I mean, they say 1,000 gallons, 100 grams treats 1,000 gallons. That's fair enough. But then again, they always overestimate or whatever, so you use the product up and buy more. That's business. But this is a 3,000 gallon pond, and I put 200 grams in, so I've knocked 100 grams off straight away, and that keeps everything looking beautiful, healthy. So give it a go. Give it a go. Get yourself a nice big packet of that stuff. Doesn't have to be by NT Labs. There's plenty of other people out there probably on the market that are doing similar products, but believe me, it is all the same stuff. That's all it is. So hope you enjoyed that little saving you a few quid in your pocket video. And my little mates here are waiting for some food, so I better not let them down, eh? Come on in. Come and grab some of this. I got sinking food today, so they're not going to be on the top much. Close that up. As you can see, it sinks quite quick. That's a very small Hikari pellet I use. I used to have some koi in an indoor tank, which they were only babies, so I was bringing them on with that. That's like a little micro pellet. You can feed that to your shrimps as well. I won't do them any harm, but not as much. It's quite high in protein. Don't put too much in there. But this stuff doesn't cloud the water much at all. And as you can see, it's all over the bottom there, and they're going to be hoovering it up. There's a few floaty pellets in amongst it. So yeah, so I haven't tried this stuff before, guys. Really give it a go. It's a really good all-rounder, and it will look after your koi, it will look after your shrimp, it will look after your fish. No matter what you've got, it will look after it, and it will, you know, your water quality will really benefit from using it. So don't be silly going buying little bits when you can buy a lot for a lot less. Alright guys, I love you all. You're all stars. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you are new to the channel, go back and have a look at some of my other videos. There's plenty of them on there, helps, tips, different builds that you can look through. And if you think it's worth it, hit the subscribe button if you like the channel and you like the content, and the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Alright then guys, love you loads, you're all stars, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.